Japanese fall desserts don't get better than this. Today we're making sweet potato, creamy buttery sweet potato bites that are so good you want them every week this season. For a printable version of this recipe, visit my website, just Google sweet potato space Sudachi to find me. For this recipe you will need a medium Japanese sweet potato. This one is about 350 grams. We're going to start by peeling off the beautiful purple skin. There are many kinds of sweet potatoes in Japan. Some are starchy and fluffy, we call hokoku type. Others are sticky with high moisture called shittori. I'm using Beni Haruka today, which is the sticky type known for its sweetness. Once the skin is off, cut into about 1 cm slices. If the midsection of your potato is particularly thick, then cut those slices in half. These smaller pieces are gonna speed up the cooking time. Now grab a heat-proof bowl filled with cold water. Add a pinch of salt and drop the potato slices in. Let them sit for about 5-10 minutes to remove some excess starch and prevent them from becoming gummy. That little bit of salt highlights the sweet potato's natural sweetness too. After 5 or 10 minutes, drain the water and cover the bowl with plastic wrap. We'll microwave them for 5 to 6 minutes at 600 watt and mix them halfway through to ensure they soften evenly. I use a microwave for convenience, but if you don't have one, you can steam them instead. Avoid boiling as this can make them too wet. While you wait to prepare your baking tray, it's common to use foil cupcake liners like this or mini loaf pans. I'll use 3 of each so you can see how it looks at the end. For the cupcake liners, open them out a bit like this. Okay, our sweet potato has had 6 minutes. Be careful of the steam when you peel back the plastic wrap and wear oven mitts when handling the hot bowl. Make sure they're fork tender and microwave a little longer, about 30 seconds intervals if they're still a bit firm. We want to mash them while they're still hot so that the butter and sugar melt right in. Once it looks something like this, add 30 grams of sugar, 25 grams of unsalted butter, 1.5 teaspoon of honey, half teaspoon of mirin and quarter teaspoon of vanilla essence. Mix those together with a spatula until it's all combined. Then add about 1.5 tablespoons of heavy cream. Add a little at a time and mix until you have a smooth and shapeable mixture. You might not need all of the cream or you might need a touch more, adjust according to the texture, but mix well between each addition. If you don't have cream to hand, whole milk or even plant-based milk alternatives can be great substitutes. Just keep in mind that they're thinner so you might need less. Now for a bonus step if you want to make it perfectly smooth. We're going to scrape the mixture through a fine mesh sieve. It's going to break down any missed lumps of potato and clumps of sugar. Sweet potato is also quite fibrous. This step is pretty important for filtering out those stringy bits. Once that's done, press the crumbs together to form a uniform dough and divide it into 6 equal pieces. These are about 50 grams each. Roll them into long sweet potato-like shapes like this, then place each one into the prepared containers. For the beautiful golden coat, we're going to whisk 1 egg yolk in a bowl and brush that over the top. I'm using a pastry brush, but if you don't have one, you could just use your fingers. Make sure they're covered all over because it might not look obvious now, but missed spots will really show up after they're cooked. For the finishing touch, we're going to sprinkle a few black sesame seeds in the center. This nutty hint just goes perfectly with the sweet potato. Okay, place those in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius and bake them for about 15 minutes or until the tops are lightly browned. The bake time varies quite a lot depending on your oven and how close they are to the heat source, so make sure to check on them regularly. Okay, it's been exactly 15 minutes and they're lightly golden with edges that are beginning to brown. You can serve them straight away or let them cool and chill them in the fridge for a bit. They're delicious both hot or cold. And that's Suito Poteto, Japan's cozy fall dessert. If you give this a try, let me know how it turned out in the comments. Want even more delicious recipes? Grab my free cookbook from the link in the description. Okay, let's go over the ingredients one more time. And if you're ready to cook, grab the written instructions by clicking the full recipe box with a picture that's about to pop up on your screen. Here we go, the link to the full recipe is on the screen for you now, and if you want to watch more similar videos, don't miss my dessert playlist popping up on your screen as well. Thanks so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.